Welcome back to the show, everyone. Craig and Jonah here. Public service announcement for you guys. I'm confident this piece of advice is something you will never, ever hear from anyone else on any other channels.
But it's great advice.
But it's purest, best advice you could get, at least on this issue. We have a very niche subject matter that we deal with.
But we're experts.
Yeah. We'll argue about who's the bigger expert. All right. So we talk about a lot of stuff on this podcast, including guys that struggle with masturbation and porn, and we actually just got done talking about that. But one thing that we've emphasized on this podcast is the importance of, how common it is probably for men, especially even including Catholic married men who struggle with masturbation and or porn. How often those go together, I guess I'm not really sure.
And I'm not an expert, but I've held my own a time or two.
Good. Sorry. You got stiff competition. But one of the things that we've encouraged on this channel is husbands to approach your wives and wives to realize that your husband very well struggles with this, unless you're just able to be very intimate very frequently, and to be okay with him conveying this to you. But if you're actively struggling with these issues, it's really, really important, I think, to at least get rid of the porn.
Start there.
Yeah, we're not endorsing you to continue the masturbation, but we know what happens. Like it's gonna happen.
You sound like the dad from American Pie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm a heretic here. Get rid of one problem first. If you can approach your wife, or your wife approaches you, and you're dealing with the masturbation, but the porn is at least hopefully a past problem, I think that sets you up much better for a positive resolution of this issue than if she finds out you're doing both.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to strongly encourage you to at least tackle the one issue if you can.
Yeah, and that, I guess, something that I don't know how difficult it is to get rid of. Honestly, it hasn't been an issue for me as far as watching it, but I know other guys that it has been like this. And this is a long time ago. My roommate in college, one of his friends, he lost internet connection for a week, and he was lamenting the fact that he could hardly work up the gumption to masturbate, during that week because he didn't have access to all the online material. And it's like, oh, you poor guy. But I mean, and maybe for some guys it is that simple, as far as that's a major path towards lessening frequency of that sort of thing. I don't know. And once you can hopefully get rid of that stuff, like you said, it is easier to bring it up as far as an issue, as opposed to saying that you look at all this stuff online. And
yeah, I mean, there's nothing good about that. Setting aside the morality of it, there's just nothing good there to come of that. And I think it definitely can. I could see how it could cause other problems. I've seen that. I've seen people say that guys that are, you kind of keep getting into sort of harder and harder stuff, and then it becomes more difficult to be aroused when you really want to or need to. So
that's step number one.
And that's why we have tried to make the distinction between porn and masturbation, and porn, masturbation, and infidelity. Like those are different problems, and so you need to deal with those issues. If you're having affairs and stuff like that, I don't know what to tell you other than you need to get your shit together.
Yeah, I don't know. Go to counseling.
We can't help you there. No, you're on your own.
Go to counseling. We can't help you there.
And a lot of guys, I think, probably need counseling on the masturbation. I'm sorry, the porn thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's lots of stuff out there.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I said, I guess, if it's just a problem that I haven't had, so I don't know how to exactly cut it off if it's that big of a problem. But I mean, if you just have to get rid of your phone or like put it somewhere at night or whatever, that might be a good solution. But I really don't know.
Yeah.
So, but that's the first step though, because if you tell your wife you're watching that and masturbating, then you're going to be in more trouble. Without a
Yep.
doubt.
Yep. I mean, go to section 2352 of the Catechism. It recognizes the circumstances that can lessen culpability on the masturbation. Sort of trust in that a little bit and focus on getting rid of the porn out of your life.
Go to confession.
Go to confession regularly. And you should do that immediately. You should be doing that. And that doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. You may fall.
And you just go back.
Yep. But just get that issue weeded out of your life. Your wife definitely deserves that much.
Definitely. And your wife would and rightfully should be upset probably to some degree, and hopefully it's tempered.
Yep. So anyway,
well,
for anyone that the Google algorithm actually allows to see this, take that piece of advice. And if any guys are struggling with that, or have, if you've been through that and have overcome that and have some suggested resources for other guys out there that might be in that situation, just send them to us.
We'd be happy to share them.
We'll be happy to share them. So, all right. Well, till next time, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good one.